Hello out there, my friend. Thanks for tuning in here. I want to help you. Listening now for just 5 minutes may well prevent serious sickness and could even save your life. I know this request may seem out of place, but fairness is served by your hearing what I've gone through the past 30 years, striving to preserve your right to alternative and preventive medicine. Now, are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? Have you lost hope of getting over your chronic illness? Have you been told that there's no cure, only drugs for your complaints? Or are you annoyed that the doctors think it's all in your head? Have you seen alternative practitioners, tried all kinds of treatments, spent a bundle, yet are frustrated with lack of improvement? Well then, join the club of my patients who were desperate when they came to me and responded quickly to my holistic, non-drug natural program. Read their many success stories. What's my secret? First of all, I trust the body's healing power. Its instinctual program of self-correction and repair. Nowadays, babies are born, but someone throws away the owner's manual, and all kinds of wrong nutrition and lifestyle distort the body's desires and needs. Drugs and toxic chemicals clog it up. This causes cellular and tissue disturbances. I work hard to identify and clean these up with highest quality nutrition and detoxification. I have found these to be the strongest therapies, as that is where errors are being made. Which brings me to the second reason my patients succeed. I treat them as spiritual beings who are basically good and willing to make changes once they are aware of how they are stressing their system. I find the kinds of stresses which may be physical, nutritional, chemical, emotional, or energy waves. When the total load of these gets too high, things break down and symptoms occur. In my 33 years of alternative medical practice, I have learned which questions to ask to find all the stresses. My doctor dad taught me this. Listen to the patient. He is telling you the diagnosis. My history taking is therefore more important than my thorough physical exam or any testing. Aside from the usual lab screening, I mainly do tests for nutritional deficiency and hidden toxicity. Proper diagnoses then lead to a restorative program. Now, even a correct program will fail due to many possible errors by the doctor or the patient. I spend the needed time to make sure the patient understands what I've said and has a written set of recommendations. My program is a gradual, stepwise nutritional one with supplements to enable repair and detoxification to take place. I see the patient regularly and keep re-educating him or her, adjusting the program to tolerance, encouraging and always listening and communicating honestly. Such an approach brings about major improvements in 80 to 90% of those who do the program, regardless of the diagnoses and diseases. It improves energy, reduces pain, balances the hormones, strengthens immunity, corrects bowel malfunction, improves the mood, great for hyperactivity and even autism, and much more. They feel better and end up on far less drugs. They're happier. Their life naturally goes much better. It's not magic nor rocket science. You are intelligent and can feel better, in control of your life. It's a matter of realizing that if something is broke, you fix it. You don't just cover it up with drugs. You make a change. The standard medicine approach of drugs, surgery, and radiation, without much looking into the true causes of the disorder, creates more breakdown. Physicians don't have the training for it, nor the time now. They have become cogs in the giant wheel of the medical industrial complex, the largest business in the world, $4 trillion a year in the US. I am a board-certified specialist in internal medicine, which deals with all internal organs. After 3 years of standard medicine, I was discouraged by my lack of real cures with drug therapy, especially in chronic disease, which I too was suffering from. I therefore spent 3 more years studying alternative systems of healthcare, Western and Eastern, here and traveling around the world. And when I started practicing using those approaches, my patients nearly all got better. I was helping, a healer. I was quite open about my views and practices and rather naive about the consequences. In 1983, I became a target for attack by my so-called peers. After all, I was curing hundreds of their failed cases without drugs. They had no interest in learning what was working so well. Instead, they looked very hard for errors. And you know that error is human. And so I've had over 30 years of struggles with the medical establishment over holistic care. Medical drugs are the number 3 killer. They are dangerous and unsafe. I don't take or prescribe drugs. My non-toxic treatments are far safer. And in 40 years, I have not been sued for malpractice a single time. In 2004, I found it impossible to deal with their demands. I therefore took advantage of a 2002 law enabling me to do holistic care without a license, which I allowed to expire. I still knew nearly all of what I did when licensed, but I do not prescribe drugs, x-ray, or do surgery. My programs continue to cure chronic disease. Now, you have made things go right as a being by finding my website and reading or listening to my information. Bravo! I hope you have suffered enough now to try a new approach and get rid of your chronic body troubles. Let me be your guide on the road to health. Call me now at 707-467-9041 to get your questions answered and take the next step.